You know, the song is about home and how the people you love can make you feel like you're at home, whether it's a phone call or, you know, they just put you right back in that comfort zone of being at home. We're always gone. We've always been gone, away from our families. And Josh is married, and, you know, he's always gone from his wife. And coming home was always a big deal. And the people that surround you at home that made you feel like you're at home was a big deal to us. And that's how that song came about. We were out in California for a while, and we came back to North Carolina, and I just had this thought, and we parlayed it into the relationship song. It fit, and I think it's a great embodiment of us as a band and me as a singer and our sound in general. I actually recorded Carolina in Atlanta. I'll never forget, we did some showcases for some labels, and we were trying to get signed, and you know, the guys couldn't put us in one direction. They didn't know what we were doing. You're too country for rock, you're too country for pop, rock for this, or they don't. I don't know what you do. You know, we kind of always did our own thing, and but I remember this one guy. He was an A&R guy for a big label, and he came to the show, and we did a showcase, and it was great, and we did our songs, and at this point we hadn't written Carolina, and he said, I knew at the end of the show, I knew he wasn't gonna sign us. I mean, you know, I just knew it. So I went up to him, being me. I said, you know, what would you have us do? If you sign us tomorrow, what would you do with us? He said, well, I'd send you to Atlanta to work with this guy, Rick Beato. I said, who's that? He said, well, he's a producer in Atlanta. I said, okay, cool. Thank you. Thanks for coming. As soon as I got home, got on the computer, found his number, called him up. I said, I'm Matt with this band, Parmalee. I'm gonna be there this week. I'm gonna come see you. And Barry and I got on a plane, and we flew down on our own dime. We rented a car and went in the studio, and we had a couple songs, and we played him a demo, and that was part of it was the chorus to Carolina. And he perked up. He said, what is that? I said, well, you know, that's the idea we're working on. We really haven't finished it yet, but we want to come record it. You know, you want to help us finish it? And that's how that song came about. Actually, that idea I had, we went in the studio and finished it with him. Had I never listened to the advice of this guy, or you know, just said, whatever. you know, you never know. You never know. You got to pick and choose those opportunities and try to make it happen.
Yeah, we did work with Nikki Sixx from Mötley Crüe. That was when we were out in LA and just had some studio time, and I think it was that experience that kind of helped us figure out our direction, because he came in and wrote some songs with us, and we were definitely different than what he had been used to working with.
Well, that's the weirdest thing, is that what steered our songwriting was a meeting with Nikki Sixx that led us to Nashville. I mean, it doesn't make any sense, but that really is the way it happened.
Yeah, we hooked up with Nikki Sixx through our producer at the time, who owned the studio out in California. He had done some work with Nikki, and got him on the phone and said, I got a band in here, you want to come work with him, write some songs. And so he hooked us up. It was cool, man. It was a surreal experience. When he walked in, it was like, it's Nikki Sixx. Yeah. Our direction
is everywhere.
Everywhere. you have everything in between. I think Carolina must have had a good time, or like everything in between those two songs is where this record's going to be. It's all over the place, but it's 100% us. It's a lot of fun songs, feel-good songs. We're just at a point in our lives where, you know, we want everybody to have a good time. We want to write happy, fun songs, and I want to smile when I'm singing a song, you know. And so that's what a lot of that.
There's a lot of good time stuff, but you know, also, like he was saying, we've been together as a band. We're family, and we've done this for a long time. So we've definitely gone through some crazy events. And when you're writing songs, you can't help but have that stuff come out. You know what I mean? So there's a couple serious songs that's going to be on the record. When we started this band, we didn't have a direction. We didn't set out to be a certain thing. You know, we had a little barn in Parmalee, and we go out there and we played music, and we drink beer, and we had fun. And we basically wrote whatever we felt. You know, and that was over 10 years ago. So, you know, what's hot on radio today is not hot. It's not what it was back then. You know, so we were definitely influenced by all kinds of music, but we never really said, hey, we're going to do this and we're going to, you know, go this direction. I think it took a few years for us to finally figure out, you know, what what our sound was, and once we figured that out, then we had a direction. But we didn't start out with one, by no means.